It's the end of Windows as we know it. My Windows XP, it's end of life. Vista 7. What am I going to do? Oh my God. I don't know what to do next. Oh, I don't know. I can't think anymore. Is this what you feel like? Welcome back to Pushing Technology to the Limit. Today I'm going to talk about Windows end of life. For most of you, you are like going crazy trying to figure out what you're going to do next when Windows 7 goes out. Or maybe you were trying to figure out what you were going to do when XP goes out of sight. What? Why are you scared? Why are you thinking that everything is going to end as we know it? You know what? Back here behind me, I'm still using Windows XP. You might think that's kind of stupid, but I missed the age of Vista, and I got some Windows 7 computers. Now everybody's going, oh my God, 7's gonna be gone! What? XP is long gone, people. And I'm still using it. And what do I mean by long gone? Well, when they say end of life, that means that Windows XP will not be supported by Windows anymore, meaning that there's no more updates. Why in the world do you care about updates? I get so many people saying to me, well, you're not going to be secure on the internet. You'll be hacked. You'll be this and that and the other thing. Give me a break, folks. That's just a selling technique. They want you to be afraid, so you'll go buy the next Windows operating system. Another tower. Or maybe another operating system CD. To get you afraid that you're not going to be safe. I've said this before, times and times again. Safety has gone out the window. If you want safety, don't even have a computer. Don't even have a smartphone. Because a smartphone is just another computer that is on the internet. Don't even have a phone. It's another network. I mean, yes, somebody could tap your phone and they could listen inside your house. So, what are you afraid of? Are you doing stuff that's that bad? Or are you doing anything that's wrong? I mean, if you're doing something wrong, there'd be something to be afraid about. But, I mean, give me a break. I've just got a comment on YouTube about Windows 7 going obsolete. Well, it's already been obsolete. Windows isn't going to support it anymore. But what is the deal with the end of life? So let me give you a history of what I've been doing all these years. So I started with XP all the way back to 2004. That's when I first started buying Windows. And I bought one computer a year because I needed this or I needed that or I needed the other thing. So I don't remember, and I didn't look it up before I did this video, so I can't quote you when Windows XP Service Pack 3 came out. But Service Pack 3 came out when they were coming out with Windows Vista. Now, you know what Service Pack 3 did to my computer? It did horrible things. Now, why did it mess up my computer? I had Service Pack 2 on Windows XP before that, and it ran just fine. I had about 5 or maybe 10 different machines that were running wacky, and they were slow, and I'm like, oh my God, is every computer going bad here? I mean, I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on from 1 minute to the next. Well, come to find out, I said, all right, I'm ripping off one of these computers, and I'm going to find out what's wrong with it. So, sure enough, I took off the operating system and reloaded it. I'm thinking, well, maybe I got a little problem here. Well, it ran fine. You know what I did? I did those cursed updates. Those damn updates that Windows give you is nothing more than a problem. And what were they doing then? They were trying to obsolete your computer by the Windows updates. They're probably doing the same thing with 7. I'm sure they are. Because they did the same thing with XP. They put some kind of a bug in the updates to make your computer go slow. I mean, it's all a money-making thing. And since then, that Windows XP did that, or that Microsoft started doing this bug issue stuff, I stopped doing updates. My computer has run fine forever. I mean, yes, I've had issues with, the typical things. Viruses, malware, hardware failures, parts going in. I replace those things, and I keep going. Of course, sometimes I gotta reload the operating system in order to keep going, but it's just fine. So, when you are going on and on about security is gone out the window. Unless, if you're that concerned about security, then don't have one. I mean, you can't live without one these days. Who can? It's really hard to not have a computer. And I'm not saying go computerless. But when people start saying, and like they said to me, well, you're running Windows XP, you're going to get hacked. You know what? I could have gotten hacked when XP was in style. Same way with 7. You could get hacked on Windows 7 when the first thing came out. And whatever year that was. I don't remember when. But now they've got 8. They'll obsolete that one too. And it's pretty much obsoleted. They'll take that at to the point where they aren't going to put any updates anymore on it. So then that will be end of life as we know it. And then 10. Then they'll have to come out with some other fool operating system to keep going. And then it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. Because obviously, people don't like 10. And I'm definitely not going to go with 10. If I have to go with that, I might as well just go to Apple. Or even some folks just told me recently not to even go with Apple. To go with Linux. I don't know. I've used some Linux, but I don't know. I mean, I've got so many softwares that go with XP and 7 and different operating systems that I don't think I could get away with just doing a Linux system. It's too hard, especially for video editing. And, just take a chill. And on top of that, thinking back in times past about fear, do you folks remember Y2K? When everybody was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to flush the toilet. I'm not going to be able to drive my car. They're going out buying gas, buying tons of toilet paper. I don't know this woman in particular, but I've heard of people doing this that they've, and she did. She bought a closet full of toilet paper. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you buying a closet full of toilet paper for Y2K? You can't even flush your toilet if the power goes out. You can't buy things if the power is not there. I mean, give me a break. People went nuts. But you know what? They made probably millions and billions on that sale because they scared you pissless. So, it's not worth going gaga over Windows not being supported anymore. And what did I do with Y2K? I'll tell you what I did. Nothing. The only thing that I did was I put up a car battery with, and I bought some turn signal lights, and I just ran a strip of turn signal lights in the house to turn it on when we needed to see to get up and down the stairs. And then the rest of it was just going to be candles. I mean, I didn't flip out. I didn't care. It was no big deal to me. So it shouldn't be any big deal to you. I mean, yes, if you need to do something new, then upgrade. Like what I did. I finally wanted to do some new software, and I wanted to, do it, but I couldn't do it on Windows XP, so I went with 7. And now people are saying, oh, 7 will be out pretty soon. Well, so what? I'm not going to sweat it. And maybe some of you are like, well, I can't afford it. Well, that's the way I was. I mean, I spent all that money into computers all those years ago getting XP machines, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to stay with it. It was too much of a hassle to upgrade. And now since I got 7 and XP and other things mixed in there, it's a nightmare to communicate with everybody. Can't do file sharing like you used to, where you could just hop onto somebody's computer with their IP address and access their files through the My Computer area. Well, anyways, I think I got along enough on Windows, the end of Windows as they know it, but, I'm just saying, just don't flip out. The operating system won't stop running. They're not going to just strip you of your operating system. Now, I don't know about 10, but I've heard some horror stories about 10. And that they force you to do Windows updates. And that's not right. That Microsoft is a crooked organization. They're actually crooks because they stole things from Apple that originally designed the computer industry. And Bill Gates thinks, oh, I'm going to make my thousands. So he gets his, but it's all just a copy of Apple. So anyways, I hope this puts you at ease about Windows end of life. It's not going to stop you from using Windows 7 or Windows XP or Vista or 8. You just won't be able to update. And if your computer's going slow after an update, and you're saying, well, my computer's not running like it used to, then I would get somebody, put a fresh copy of Windows on your computer, and don't do those blasted updates anymore. Because they aren't worth it. It's just another way for Microsoft to snoop in your computer. I mean, sure, they can snoop it in other ways, but it's just some other way that they have their finger in your life. So just don't do it. And if you trust me with watching these videos and people comment, I've been helping people with comments on different videos, then trust me that you don't need the Windows updates. And if you're going to listen to some overpaid jackass in a store, then you are going to get fooled. So just trust what I tell you is the God honest truth. And what do I have to gain from if you get screwed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't make any money on this. So what do I have to gain by telling you not to do the updates? As there again, nothing. So, anyways, I hope this helped you out to understand all that goes on with the obsolescence of Windows, the end of life as you know it. It doesn't mean, like I just said, it just doesn't mean that you won't, Windows will quit. It just means you won't be able to update it. But anyways, I hope that helps you. And if you got any further comments, questions, concerns, please leave me comments. I'm here to help you. I'm not just going to leave you hanging dry. I might take me a little bit to get to you, but I'll get to you. Don't worry. If you really need instant help, I'm on Facebook. You can just look me up under Tony Pushing Tech. You can go to my website and get it there too. You'll see I'm the admin of Pushing Technology to Limit on Facebook. So there's always ways to get a hold of me if you need really help. Anyways, I'll see you the next time on Pushing Technology to Limit. Have a good day.